that the security of any nation is dependent on how government invests in agriculture. And we want to thank His Excellency the President with the efforts he is making in ensuring that he transforms agriculture and Kenya is food secure. And that's why we want to call upon KEBS, DCI, to ensure that KEL Chemicals, the company that is supplying Mafia Punda, that is supplying that fertilizer fake, that Muindi is arrested, is prosecuted, and the law takes its own course. And we also want to call upon DCI and KEBS to ensure that there is frequent testing of the fertilizer that is being distributed in our depots and in our cereal boards. Because yesterday we have identified KEL Chemicals. Tomorrow it might be somebody else. So we want to see that there is frequent testing and inspection of the fertilizer that is being distributed. And also, we must also continue working closely with these companies that we have pre-qualified to supply us with this fertilizer.
This fertilizer should have come by January or February, so that this time is just time for farmers to plant. We expect that we should not have any further delay. Number two is that all types of fertilizer, including top dressing, should have been brought by now, so that a farmer does not go home to plant and then come back for another type of fertilizer for top dressing. So it is extremely important that we can do that. The other thing is that fertilizer should reach in every ward in Bungoma. Those far areas like Ndalu, Brigadier, Mount Elgon, where there are stores, we ask Our Excellency, the Governor, and his team to ensure that fertilizer reaches in every ward. Even here in Webuye, there is no need for people in Bokoli to come down here. They should get their fertilizer because they have their farms there, and transport is very expensive. So we want every ward to receive its fertilizer, and that can be coordinated by His Excellency Governor Lusaka with his team, with his able team, to ensure that our farmers don't.
Hili jambo la muhimu, wamekuja kwa ajili ya mbolea, watusaidie tupate mbolea kwa wingi, ndio na sisi tuende tupande, si hivyo? Tumekuwa tukipata mbolea gunia moja, gunia mbili, ni kwa sababu ya supply imekuwa chini sana. Kama ninaletewa gari moja na watu wako hapo 2,000, kweli si ni vigumu kugawa? Nashukuru kwa siku ya leo kwa sababu wameongea na wakubwa, na ninafurahi wamesema wiki huu labda next week tutakuwa na mbolea aina zote hapo kwa store yetu, si hivyo? Sasa nitakuwa na uhuru pia mimi na uwazi kupea mtu yenye amepewa kwa voucher yake, nimpe mbolea yake aenda apande, si hivyo? Nawashukuru sana. Nafikiri niliwaambia asubuhi walikuwa hapa, mbolea yenye tuko nayo kwa store ni kidogo sana. Nikasema nitapeana gunia 2 ya planting na gunia 3 ya top dressing. Ikiisha hapo tuongoje ingine, si hivyo?
To just check and confirm that one, we have enough supply of fertilizer for both planting and the top dressing for our farmers, and most importantly, to check and see if there is any fake fertilizer that has been supplied. But I want to confirm here and now that so far the supply of fertilizer that we have in our stores is safe and credible. And that is why we want to sound the company of KEL Chemicals. And I'm giving it a warning to the government and particularly the cereals board that KEL Chemicals fertilizer should not cross River Nzoia to come to Bungoma. Because if it happens that it comes, I want to assure the government that we are going to set it ablaze, because we don't want our farmers to ever have the fake fertilizer. But also I want to add this, that we have just spoken to the CEO of Cereals Board, Mr. Joe Kimote,
and he has actually affirmed to us that more supply is on its way coming.
So what I'm that I'm saying now, you know, this lady may come and so much folks.
Yes.
And talk about you.
And I talk about that to guy. Yes. This is only all of you.
Yes, madam, we were asking, what is the... Okay.
And it will not be enough for all of them.
It is not enough.
In the compound.
Okay.
What in the future for you to know how many have applied. So it's on that basis that now
you make your decision.
The system does not give you as they get the messages. It doesn't give you any record of how many.
You see what you need to do, because you distribute, you need to have a linkage with the registration. The remaining bags of fertilizer is this.
Yes.
So that we can make it be delivered if we have the actual numbers. Yes.
But what you do, it's not difficult. That's just liars with the DCC.
Yes.
They will give you the number because the applications were made through the local chiefs.
Yes.
And therefore they bring all their data to the DCC. And each county must be knowing the number of farmers. And your system, you will see something
coming.
And it will be in plenty. We have told him to give that we encourage you to just be fair and make sure that first come, first serve. That will be the best way.
Usitoe mtu nyuma ya la.
Au mfuko mbili mfuko tatu. So please.
Hata you rather hold. Unajua hawa watu wa juu can have an alternative.
Yes.
This small one.
Please.
Right.
Kindly.
Farmers.
Okay.
Thank you.
So the one who comes here must have gone through the process.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We can make the president.